Well, hello everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. We're going to start with some prep today. I'm starting with my clove tea. I've been drinking this every morning. It really helps with digestion. It also gets rid of parasites and anything that, is stuck up in there. So I've been drinking that every morning, and so far I've been feeling really great. So I'm going to continue. And then I'm going to make some smoothie packs. I'm going to start with this pineapple. I like to give it a good scrub on the skin because I do like to keep the skin to use in a tea. So I just boil the skin and let them steep, and it makes an amazing pineapple tea. Also good for your lady parts, and it also helps with digestion. If you do not know, are new here, I do have some digestional issues, so I do try to manage those through food, and sometimes I will add in some medication to help with any type of digestional issues that I may have. So I'm just going to slice this up, and then I'm going to freeze the skin for a tea later on. But I just wanted to go ahead and get this sliced up. Now this pineapple was really sweet and super amazing. I'm so glad I picked it. When I picked it up, and I normally do not smell my pineapple, I try to do the top leaf, and pull it and see if it's like super strong and things like that. But this smelled like pineapple, and I always believe if it smells like the fruit, it's ripe. So I picked it up, and it was amazing. It was really sweet. I love it in the smoothie packs that I made. And again, this is something that helps with digestion. I've been drinking these at the end of my day, and it's something a little sweet because the pineapple takes over the spinach. So mainly I'm just getting that sweet pineapple taste in the smoothie. So that's what I've been doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice this up, and then we're going to get them backed up.
You said that we were friends. You swore that you would never break my heart. You wasted all my time. You told me lies behind my back. I don't know where I'm at. You said that I was all you'd ever want. You said that we were friends. You swore that you would never break my heart.
On this day, I did bag up a lot of the pineapple, but I did have some to eat. I was going to start my clove tea that morning, but I ended up eating the rest of that pineapple, and you should drink clove tea on an empty stomach. So I just went ahead and just ate the pineapple, and then went throughout my day eating the rest of my meals. And then I saved the clove tea in jars, and then I just kind of warmed those up because I like my clove tea to be almost at room temperature. But just to keep it, I put it in the fridge, and some people say they drink it cold. I did not enjoy it cold, so I just went ahead and warmed it up for like a minute and added it to the lime. You can add lime to your clove tea, or you could just go ahead and drink it. So here I'm going to bag up the spinach, and I'm just putting a handful of spinach. There's no measurements here. I don't really measure. I really just go by what I feel is good enough. And it's worked out so far. I've had about 3 of these, and Each time I've added either coconut water or an non-dairy milk, it always comes out super sweet, just tasting like pineapple. And of course, the protein powder I add to it. But these were really simple, and I'm glad I did it. I do reuse my bags a few times. I don't use them like long term. I'll use them like 2 or 3 times because, as you can see, I can just wash these out. There's nothing sticking to the bag. There's no sauces or anything like that. I'm only putting spinach and pineapple, and that is all I'm putting in here. And I'm trying to put a quarter of the pineapple into each bag, but I made 5 bags, so I had to put a little bit less. And then, like I said, I ate the rest of the pineapple that was available to me. But I tried to put in enough for each bag, and then we're just going to squeeze out the air and close them up.
You wasted all my time. You told me lies behind my back. I don't know where am I.
So I picked up 2 containers of spinach, but I did not use both. I used about one for the smoothie bags, and I wanted to go ahead and just saute up the rest of them. With this sauteed spinach, I did use this with scrambled eggs. So I made an egg scramble, and then I just put the spinach on the side and had those two together. One thing I have been enjoying so much, and I saw this on another YouTube channel that is catered towards Korean moms, and she put cabbage with spinach. And I had never had cabbage with spinach, so of course I had to try it, and I have been enjoying that so much. They also have soup in the morning, and I thought that was such an amazing idea because you really want to start your day with water or some type of liquid. So to have a warm soup, whether it's miso soup, I've seen them do a corn soup, or a meat driven soup. So I'm thinking about trying that and starting my day with a soup, you know, and seeing if I like it. So here's my soup of the week. I've been trying to do a soup of the week, and I'm going to do a leek and corn soup. I wish I would have put potatoes in here because I think it would have been better. But I add turmeric to this soup, and I add a little bit too much. So it mainly just tastes like corn and turmeric. I didn't even taste the leeks at all. So we're gonna go ahead and make it anyway. I did enjoy it and had it for lunch multiple times. But again, I think I'm going to try soup for breakfast and see how I feel after drinking the clove tea and letting that sit in my stomach for an hour. I want to go ahead and try and drink some type of soup after that. Now, I have to clean my leeks. I do cut them first, and then I have to clean my board because I'm going to show you they're super dirty in there, and then it's in between some of the leaves of the leek. So I like to cut it first and then go ahead and wash them and get them really clean. And then we're just going to go ahead and add them to a hot pot with some olive oil. And then the rest is pretty much easy. Hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Let me know down below, what are you thinking about these? I'm really keeping them super simple, but I don't know. I want to kind of expand later on. I'm not sure yet, but I'm trying my best. That's all I can do is try my best, of course. So that's when I add the turmeric and the pepper. And as you can see, I added about 2 tablespoons, and it should have been about 1 tablespoon. And then I add in cream corn. And this is where I would have added the potatoes so they can cook down with the vegetable stock that I added in. But I didn't add potatoes. I should have. It might have given it more texture if I would have added some potatoes in there. But it was still good. I still ate it. No one else eats soup like I do, with the exception of Tati, my daughter. She does have miso soup every morning. And again, this is from her watching some of her Japanese friends. But that's it for me, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.